involved in the story, telling the story in their own words. The reenactments, an attempt for myself and other people to think about the circumstances of each one of those photographs, of what actually happened there, of what transpired. I believe that at the heart of making a documentary film is the pursuit of truth. But I don't believe that pursuit has to be conducted in a certain way, in a certain style, to obey certain kinds of documentary rules. The only rule that I can see is trying to uncover what really happened, to uncover the truth. And I believe that this film is in service of that. Do I think that they're completely innocent of anything? Of course I do not. I don't think that for a minute. But do I think that they're the main villains in this piece? No. And the task of this movie is to try to bring Abu Ghraib to light, to bring things that are unknown, not to re-prosecute people who have already been scapegoated for the policies of the U.S. government. These people had a moral dimension in their thinking. All of them had a compass about what was right and wrong. All of them reflected on these things. And yet all of them became inextricably mired in the crimes of this place. I sometimes like to think, what would I have done if I had been put in this situation? I have an easy out. I'm too old for military service. I have terrible trouble with authority. I would never have been taken by the military anywhere. But imagine these poor kids. Imagine essentially America's children, and in most instances America's poor children, disadvantaged children, looking to the military as an opportunity. Sabrina's case, she wanted money for an education. She wanted to be, now here's the irony of ironies, she wanted to be a forensic photographer. She took one of the, or many of the most famous forensic photographs of the current era. People tell you it's okay, just continue doing what you're doing. What is it that you actually do in a situation like this? It's easy, removed from the situation, to imagine many, many different scenarios. But this is a story of people who are trapped. Maybe not trapped in the same desperate way that the prisoners were trapped, but trapped nonetheless. Ignorant of history, I don't see my country as lily white. I never have. Nonetheless, these photographs shook me to the core. What do they say about America? What do they say about us? I sometimes view them as the photographs that took away America's innocence about itself and forced us to look at ourselves in a new and different and not entirely appealing way. I just remind everyone here that yes, there's anger about these particular soldiers. Yes, they got blamed. In many instances, they served prison sentences for what they did at Abu Ghraib. But these guys are not the culprit, and those photographs are not the entire story of what happened there. We're looking at a very dark and very disturbing chapter in American history, and something that does, in fact, reflect deeply on my entire country.